three parts of the business has to be taken. Manpower is what? Vada is of high quality, but the manpower training has to happen. In India, we don't have quick service restaurant training institutes. There is so much of unemployment all over India. People wear towel and move around. But the moment they give them a job, the product is good, but the service is very shoddy. So we'll have to train a lot of manpower into quick service restaurant training programs. Then we have to do audits, we'll have to do methods, and then we'll have to do something like marketing. That's how this works.
You want to share how did you come about the name of Kohli?
Yeah, the first thing was that when we started this business, I was a typical corporate finance guy. So when we used to tell our clients to like Panto, Bazaar, or yeah, I want to get into the Vada Pav or the bank services, kya boli de rahe? So nobody took us very seriously. The second was Vada Pav is born on the footpath of Mumbai. The lingo of Mumbai is pudi, tapri, rapchik, item. So I felt that Vada Pav should also have that Mumbai lingo, Goli lingo. I didn't want to give it a. Normally the marketing people say English is aspirational. So the name has to be an English name. But I can't believe a Nalli sari called a Julie sari. It won't sell. Or a Paneri sari called a Mary's sari. Or you have the jewellery shops in South. Or what is the jewellery shop in Mumbai? Tribhuvandas is it? The other one is? Vamanaripete. It's a traditional product. So Vada Pav should have an Indian name. And typically Mumbai. That's why we call it Goli.
I think that's very similar to a lot of other things which we, see a lot of parallels in what he's talking about. And I think especially for the name, for example, even we had ideas of calling it something very hi-fi. But then we arrived at something called Shramik, Shramik is very of the earth, which is easily recognizable by people, whether it is Bombay or Pune or any other part. But then there was one side of it, Shramik, when you go to, let's say northern India, especially Delhi, it's a little difficult for people to, they sort of look at us, in Maharashtra slightly with a different look, And for them we had to sort of, we had to have a name for both. So what we did was we had Shramik, then we had 3S. So 3S actually means Shramik Sanitation Systems, SSS. So we called it 3S, just like 3M. And so okay, our product is innovative, it's, it's new, it's very different than the mill. So we came out with a 3S Shramik kind of a connotation, and then that sort of changed the way people looked at us. So people who like to call us 3S called us 3S, who like to call us Shramik called us Shramik. Maybe we were politically correct. We were, everything was sort of in line. And many things also which you mentioned about the challenges. I think we faced. Like, I think we actually faced a lot of challenges. Right from the setup, as you said, your parents had this. I have come from a very typical middle class Maharashtrian background from Pune, and we are always taught from childhood that you have to work, you have to do your studies, you have to do your MBA or whatever it is, you have to go to the United States to study, then you have to take a good job over there, then parents will retire, 6 months they will come and stay with you over there, and that's the stereotype dream for parents and also for most of us. But that was not meant to be, and when I decided to sort of chuck my management career and decided to get into toilets, my parents, I'd say, well, I wouldn't say that they were shocked because I was doing enough shocking things, but I think they were a little sort of, they stepped back a little bit and said, oh look, what's happening, what is this guy doing? We hope that, this job that he was doing is going to, you probably find him a nice girl in the US or in Canada or whatever, and he'll do well, and why is he coming back to India? So, it just so happened that, I stumbled upon this idea. I wanted to, and from the beginning, I was extremely intrigued that I would see that in the West, people were just so much better off, and, everything was there. There was nothing missing. Everything was there. And when I would come to India, and I say, like, why can we not be like that? And it was a dream that I had that, okay, I have to make sure that we get the same facilities that people have in the West. It was a tall order, but it was a dream, it was a passion, and I sort of pursued it. And when we started this concept, people in the family, or even people around us laughed. Hey, what kind of business, toilets, And then when you are sort of promoting an idea like this, the marketing aspect, a lot of people don't like to hear the word toilets. So therefore we moved into something a little more savvy and called it sanitation. And moved into something